Welcome back, everyone, to Read to Me TNT Bedtime Series. Hope you all are ready for another fun bedtime story. I am Richard Young. They call me a production designer because I design productions to promote creative people, beautiful things, and cultural things, right? Not only in Trinidad, but throughout the Caribbean and even in North America. And I am the creative director of the O2N Foundation.
Hi, I'm Jamilia Alexander, and I'm a fashion manager. What this means is that I help designers create beautiful clothing and sell it to people around the world. I'm also the project manager for the O2N Foundation, and the O2N Foundation works with people around the world to assist them with developing themselves as human beings. We have a lot of activities that help people with this. We help entrepreneurs, we help creators, we help designers, and so we're really happy to join you today. Okay, kids, so we know that over the past few months, it's been really difficult being inside, but we're really happy to have you as our little superheroes doing your part to flatten the curve. So tonight, we will join in reading a great story, a story that we both really love. And the story is called Petra and the Poui.
Yes, Auntie Jamilia. This beautiful book was written by a Trinidadian author by the name of Philip Simon. So, let's get started.
Petra loved poui. She loved poui trees, she loved poui branches, she loved poui flowers. Every evening after school, Petra headed straight for the poui trees in the park next to Pamela's parlor. She scrambled up the trunk of her favorite poui tree and rested on its branches, letting her thoughts drift in the cool, calm Caribbean breeze.
The real fun started when the green leaves disappeared and the poui flowers blossomed. The branches brimmed with bright, beautiful pink or yellow flowers. Petra dashed and dived from left to right, trying to catch each flower as it fell. Poui trees are the best, Petra shouted, not suspecting that her feelings were about to change.
Petra sat in her room, staring at the screen of Mummy's tablet, which she had managed to borrow without her knowing. She clicked on Palance Paula's newest travel vlog. The screen exploded with the most amazing pink flowers on the most gorgeous trees Petra had ever seen. But what are they? Petra wondered aloud. As if Paula could hear her question through the tablet. Paula called them sakura, Japanese cherry trees that were in bloom at the time. Whoa, Petra thought. These flowers are so much prettier than these lame poui trees in the park. She eyed the angled branches of the sakura trees. I'm going to climb them. She watched the petals dance in the wind. I'm going to catch them. And then, when the video ended, she shouted, I'm going to Japan.
Girl, what are you shouting about? Mummy was standing in the doorway, clearly annoyed. And why do you have my tablet? Oh, you want your tablet back? Petra's eyes sparkled with mischief. Here, Mummy, take it. But that means you have to do something for me. Child, what do you want? Mummy sounded even more annoyed. Nothing much, Petra grinned. I just want to go to Japan to see the sakura trees. Japan? You think that's nothing much? Do you think money grows on trees? Well, money is made from paper, and paper does come from trees, so... Little girl, Mummy interrupted, don't get smart with me. Sorry, Mummy, Petra said, but more than anything, I want to see the sakura trees in Japan. Sakura flowers are nice, Petra, but we have our own nice flowers right here in the park. Nice? Sakura flowers are breathtaking. Poui flowers are kind of boring. Please, let's do that for next spring. And don't worry, Mummy, I'll help raise money for the trip, Petra added with confidence. But Petra, please, Mummy, please, Petra begged. Okay, Petra, I'll discuss it with your father and we'll see what happens. But no promises, okay?
So Petra, but more so her parents, got to work. Daddy labored in the kitchen, making a variety of Trinidadian treats, while Mommy helped design Petra's sign.
Under the poui tree in the park, Petra sold preserved peaches, pineapple, chow, palori, and pastas to help pay for the pricey tickets. Everyone was happy to buy from Petra and help her earn money for her trip. Everyone, that is, except Pamela from the parlor, who wasn't pleased with the competition from Petra's popular products. When Petra's parents saw how determined she was, they decided to take the trip after all.
Yes, 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 Petra shouted. I'm going to start packing right now. Petra, take it easy. The trip is 3 months away. And you're welcome. Oops, how can I forget? Thanks, Mommy. Thanks, Daddy, Petra said, throwing her arms around her parents.
After the longest 3 months of Petra's life, the big day arrived. A pair of plane trips from Petra took Petra and her parents from Piako Airport to New York, and from New York across the Pacific Ocean to Tokyo, Japan. Petra's poor parents were stuck on the plane with impatient Petra for precisely 21 hours, 60 minutes, and 5 seconds. Everyone was tired when they at last exited the plane. Everyone except Petra.
Mommy, Daddy, can we go to the park now? Petra's eyes beamed with anticipation. Daddy met her hyper gaze with an exhausted stare. No, Petra. But Daddy, Petra, we are going to the hotel and then we are going to sleep. Tomorrow we will go to the park. Tomorrow, but Petra, Daddy's voice was still. Yes, Daddy. Okay, Daddy. Petra, she puffed out her lower lip.
Before the sun rose, Petra was fully dressed. She had not slept. How could she sleep? The sakura trees were so close now. Mommy, you up yet? Petra woke her mother, who she knew was still sleeping. I wish you would get dressed this quickly for school, Mommy grumbled as she dragged herself out of bed and stumbled towards the bathroom.
Luckily for Petra, the public garden was only a short walk from their hotel. They turned the corner and stopped. Across both sides of the park, as far as Petra's starry eyes could see, stretched blossoming sakura trees, creating a sprawling scene of pink. As the spring breeze reached the sakura trees, the small petals scattered, sailing in slow motion through the air until they softly landed on the path. This is perfect, Petra whispered.
Without warning, Petra sprinted to the nearest sakura tree and started climbing. By the time her parents got her, she was halfway up the tree. Petra showed superb climbing skills, but she paused when she heard a strict voice call, "Sorry." Below, 2 police officers were signaling to her. "You cannot climb," one of them said. Disappointed and embarrassed, Petra slid off the tree. "Petra, what were you thinking?" Mommy frowned. "What made you believe you could just climb these trees?" "Well, I climbed the poui trees in the park all the time, so I thought climbing the sakura trees were okay. But this is not home, Petra. You cannot just come into other people's country and do as you..." "Okay, but can I at least try to catch some of the falling petals?"
That should be fine, Mommy watched as Petra set off to catch the floating pink petals. To Petra's surprise, the sakura petals are difficult to follow. They were much smaller than the poui flowers back home. "Aha!" she cried when she spotted one on which she could focus. With her palms open, she positioned herself under the petal as it drifted in the breeze. "Almost there," she whispered, as the petal inched towards her hands.
The petal was only a centimeter away when a sudden burst of spring breeze smashed a bunch of petals into her face. Petra sighed as she brushed the petals off. Mommy looked concerned. "What's wrong, Petra? Aren't you enjoying the flowers? They are even prettier in real life than on the vlog. but I'm already missing my poui trees. Petra shifted her eyes to avoid Mommy's glare. Girl, are you serious? After all, we flew all this way to Japan and booked a hotel. Mommy looked at Petra's disappointed face and sighed. Don't worry, the poui trees aren't going anywhere. Enjoy the pretty flowers here, and when you get home, you can enjoy the poui flowers there.
Petra cheered up as they strolled through the park. Anyone hungry? Daddy asked, stopping at one of the many Japanese street food stands. A girl about Petra's age was selling meat on a stick that her parents were grilling. What's that? Petra asked. The girl smiled. Yakitori. Can I try the yakitori, Daddy? It smells so good. Sure, Petra. Daddy took 3 shiny silver Japanese coins from his pocket and gave them to the girl. Seeing the girl selling food in the stand, surrounded by pink flowers, reminded Petra of all the food she had sold to help pay for her trip to Japan. I wonder if she's saving for a trip too.
This thought, the delicious yakitori, and the park's beauty caused a smile to creep over Petra's face. For the rest of their stay, Petra and her parents toured Japan. They visited the Meiji Shinto shrine with its towering gate and surrounding woods. They took photos in front of the imperial palace and explored its large public parks. They even attended a kabuki play and a tea ceremony. Petra's eyes sparkled. I had no idea Japan had all of this. This is the best vacation ever.
As soon as she arrived home, Petra raced to the park next to Pamela's parlor and scrambled up the trunk to sit on her favorite branch of her favorite poui. She leaned back, contented, and watched the poui flowers sway in the breeze. Sakura blossoms have a beauty of their own, she thought. But I still love poui because poui is home. The end.
The end. Thanks again for joining us for Read to Me's nightly bedtime series. Hope you had fun reading with us.
Okay, but before you go, this is very important. Are you listening? Listen closely. Do you want to be superheroes? Do you? Okay. If you want to be a superhero, I'm going to tell you a secret. This is what you have to do. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure and wash your hands. So you want to wash your hands while singing happy birthday, but you have to sing happy birthday twice. So while you're washing your hands, you're saying happy birthday to you 2 times. That's what you want to do. And the second thing is you want to make sure that you avoid touching your face, your nose, your eyes. So you want to not touch your face, not touch your eyes, not touch your nose as much as possible. And the third thing, and this one is really important, you want to remind mommy, daddy, granny, uncle, auntie, grandpa, please wear your mask when you're going out, if you're going out, if you absolutely have to. If not, you want to try to stay indoors so we could flatten the curve. Yeah?
Yes, we can do this. Definitely we can do this. Why? Because we are all in this together. So see you tomorrow, kiddies, for a brand new story with 2 new readers. It was wonderful, Auntie Jamilia. Bye-bye.
Richard, bye.
Wonderful.